Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the week, or this is for September 2024. You have this Unfinished Symphony card and this Co-Create card. So if you are working on any projects or any ideas, this could say that getting the help of another person or co-creating with another person would be a really good idea. As I always say, I don't think that, if you, obviously if you're like working on a business, it's like maybe you can't really hire a person, but you can co-create with a person by, maybe you need a person that, is positive in your life that you can bounce ideas off of. It could just be like a friend or a family member or someone that you look up to or whatever the case may be. So, I think it would be a great time for you to, co-create with other people. Some of you I do feel could be like collaborating or, working together with a person and, in work or business. And again, I think that would be a really good idea as well. So I would go for it here, Aquarius. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Swords. So this kind of looks like a financial turnaround to me. You have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles can sometimes represent progress, and right next to the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be making a lot of progress with your finances or whatever you're working on, or even if you're just like trying to get a job, or even if you're trying to, finish school, or maybe you're in like a real estate class or something. I don't know. I have something about, finishing up like a certification as well popping into my head. So if you're doing any of those things, I think you are progressing towards your goal. You have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, of course, would represent a change in your fortunes. I always say with the Wheel of Fortune that we have to really take control. We have to live at the center of the wheel. If we live at the center of the wheel, then we can see all the things that are coming towards us, the good things and the challenges as well. And, the trick with the Wheel of Fortune is to take care of the challenges right away and then to double down on the things that are going well. And if we do that, then we take control of the wheel. So it's not about, things only going right in life with the Wheel of Fortune. It's about like how you respond when things don't go right or don't go in the right direction, right? And so the Wheel of Fortune is really about taking control of your destiny in that sense. You have the King of Swords here. I kind of feel like this is just how you are showing up in this reading. So whenever you show up as yourself, it really puts you in a position of power and strength and allows you to get what you want in your life. I do feel like you're undergoing some sort of change. He has these butterflies behind him here on the King of Swords on his throne, and the butterflies can represent change or transformation, but this kind of says that you have completed your transformation. You've been through a period of time where you've been like a caterpillar and you turn into caterpillar soup and then you turn into a butterfly. So I kind of feel that you are also completing a transformation in your life, and the Wheel of Fortune can kind of represent the same thing as well. Not really, but kind of. So there you go. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles can be an approval or good news. So like I said, it was kind of that Knight of Pentacles was kind of popping into my head as like approval or, getting a job or something like that. So definitely possible. This could also be a new person as well. So if you're looking for love, you could be attracting an earth sign. Let's see. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is about taking the lead, and so the Wheel of Fortune is also about taking the lead in your own life. And so I feel a lot of you could be taking the lead on your life. He's holding the world in his hands, and it really says, you have the whole world in your hands. I kind of feel that for you, Aquarius. I feel like you are in a time where you literally could create whatever you want in your life. You have the whole world in your hands, and, the way to do it is going to be to take control with the Two of Wands. I would also argue with the Two of Swords that the Two of Swords is kind of saying nothing is going to work out how you think it's going to work out. And I think this is a little bit of a struggle for you fixed signs right now. And so the Two of Swords just says, be as long as you are open to other ways of doing things, you will accomplish your goal. You have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of success. So again, I kind of feel like this is you being seen as being successful or reaching some sort of success. This could also be you being celebrated. So if you have been again trying to accomplish a goal, wish, or dream, or if you've been in school, maybe you could be getting ready to graduate, or you could be graduating this year or something like that. And the Six of Wands would just be the success, or you finding success in what you're doing. Kind of the funny thing is as well is that this person here is meant to look jealous, and I do feel like some of you are about to like get something. It's like you're about to have something that people are jealous about, or that people will be jealous of. So that's interesting as well. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this relax card and this flow card, which is nice. So both are very relaxing. I think you're getting the time to relax. I also feel that you are getting into the flow. Like, you see that big moon? There's like this moon on this relax card right here, and there's a string, and the same moon is on the relax card. So it's almost like you are dreaming of something that you want to manifest or have in your life. And I think that if you just relax, get into the flow, then it will come towards you. It's like something seems very far away to me here, but it's actually much closer than you think, right? And that's what I feel here. It's kind of like the rear view mirror. In your rear view mirror, it says objects may appear closer than they seem, or whatever, right? And that's kind of like what I get here. I don't know where this message is going. That's why I'm hesitating. But, I kind of feel like something like a dream, or something that you want, or something that you want to like pull into your life is much closer than you think. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Queen of Pentacles is about resourcefulness. So whatever you are trying to manifest here with that, the flow and relax card, I think once you relax into it and allow it to flow into your life, that you will have the resources. I also kind of feel like some of you might be worried that you won't have the resources necessary to be able to do something. But again, I think if you allow something, it will just happen and you will get the resources. Not only that, we have the Knight of Swords here. So this could be something that's like charging into your life much faster than you think. So there you go. And look at this. How crazy is this? On the Two of Swords, we have the same crescent moon is showing up here over this island that is behind her. I always say with the Two of Swords that she is thinking that she only has two options. She is thinking this or that, but really there is a third option behind her, and that third option could be a different way of doing things. It could be you accomplishing something you want, or getting a goal, wish, or dream in a different way than you think is possible. So she really has to kind of like put down the burdens of her heart. She's trying to protect her heart, but she needs to kind of put those swords down and open up her heart so that she can discover other ways of doing things. And I definitely feel that for you, Aquarius. Next, you have the Two of Wands. Yeah, it's like you're not going to find what you need where you are right now, is what I would say. He is standing at the top of this castle, but he has the whole world in his hands. There are so many other opportunities. There are so many other ways of, living his life in the world, but he has to go see the other ways of living life. Like, he has to see that things are possible from a different perspective, but he can't get that perspective from where he is. So he has to go on an adventure. And I always say that the Two of Wands, you can go on an adventure from your house. You don't have to like actually go on an adventure. You can learn, you can watch YouTube videos about whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. That might teach you a different way of doing things. You can also get out into the world and actually go do stuff. That could show you a different perspective as well. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Five of Pentacles. Definitely worried. I think you are definitely worried that you're not going to have the resources necessary. The reading itself says, like, put the resources to the side. There are 1,000,001 stories of people who have done pretty much everything with no money, right? People who have started businesses, people who have started relationships, what the list goes on and on there. So, where there's a will, there's a way. I'm surprised the Chariot hasn't shown up in your reading yet, but, again, I think that this is saying, put your fears to the side. The Five of Pentacles also says you're spending too much time focusing on your weaknesses and not enough time focusing on your strengths. And so I would make sure that you are focusing on what you are good at, or what you do bring to the table, and not what you don't. With the Two of Swords, yes, you have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is kind of like you basing a new situation off of a past situation. He is grieving the loss of his taste for wine, and he needs to turn around and be grateful for what he does have, these two cups. Then he gets the bridge and the castle. So, I think for a lot of you that this is saying that maybe you have lost something in the past, and you need to realize that what you're about to receive is going to be much better. With the Two of Wands, you have the Three of Cups. Yes, getting out into the world, celebrating, having a good time, getting out into your community, celebrating with other people, co-creating with other people. You have that co-create card, right? And, so again, the whole entire reading is saying kind of like teamwork makes the dream work, or, being with other people could provide the different perspectives that you need to find success in your life. These people are celebrating a harvest as well. So again, I think that you're about to discover a lot of fulfillment, but there is something about needing to get rid of the doubts. I really feel the 2 5s are talking about you doubting that you can have this moon right here on this card. The moon is probably a dream or something that you're dreaming of having. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this eagle spirit, says spirit has your back. And you have this turkey spirit, says give with grace and gratitude. Gratitude definitely shows up here. The 2 5s represent needing to be grateful. The eagle spirit says again that spirit has your back, so I feel you are being guided towards exactly what you need at this time. And I really feel that once you begin to trust, that the Knight of Swords is saying that things are going to move forward very, very quickly for you once you start to trust that you have everything you need, or that you will. And so, sometimes I feel with the Knight of Swords that we are jumping to a conclusion too quickly, and we're saying to ourselves that something is going to be much harder than it actually is. So if you're trying to start a business, I feel like the Knight of Swords is saying don't jump to the conclusion that you need all this money to get started, or that you need certain people to help you, or whatever, right? I feel like this is saying just get started and things will happen much faster than you think, or that once you get started, I am convinced that once you get started, no matter what you have, the universe will move out of the way because you got started. Same thing in love or whatever else you desire. It's like once you get started, the way will appear, and I feel that's what this card is saying. You have the Emperor. The Emperor is kind of like bossing up. I also kind of feel this could be like a mentor. So like I said, I feel that, at the beginning of the reading, that if you are trying to do something and you need help, that there could be a mentor who's available to you. This could be like a parent. It doesn't even have to be a man, right? It could just be anyone, and it could just be a person who is like a real boss in life. So if you have a friend or a family member or a person that is a boss, then I think that this could be like a real good mentor, or a person that could be coming in for you that really could be guiding you or helping provide good information. So I would definitely look for that. I do feel a little bit of love here, so some of you could be attracting an Emperor-type person as well. You have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is all about listening to your heart and what your heart is telling you to do. So obviously it would be a great time to tap into that heart-based energy. I also feel it would be a great time for you to kind of tap into your intuition. Your intuition is clearly guiding you, again, towards that moon, right? And I feel like you need to use your intuition. Even the Two of Swords, the funny thing is that she has this blindfold over her eyes. And the blindfold in the tarot can represent needing to trust your intuition. And we have the same moon there. So it's like you have like this vision, the moon, whatever this moon thing is on these 2 moon cards, that is like a goal, wish, or dream. And I feel like the reading itself is saying you need to trust your intuition to be able to get it, right? Let's see here. With the Knight of Swords, nope. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is about setting healthy boundaries. Seven of Wands also says that maybe you feel like you are not ready for something, but you are as ready as you're going to be. He has on 2 different shoes on this card, and the 2 different shoes kind of say that he had to rush out of the house to defend his position at the top of this hill, and maybe he feels like he was rushed or he wasn't ready to do something, but really he's as ready as he's going to be, so he just has to get started, and I kind of feel that energy for you. With the Emperor, you have the Page of Wands. This would be a new adventure. The Emperor could be like a person who is encouraging you to follow your inspirations, right? The Page of Wands, he is just enthusiastic about something. And he is just enthusiastic about the direction that he's moving in. And I think we are in a time where we all need to follow our enthusiasm and our joy, or follow our bliss, whatever you want to call it. And if we do that, that's where the true change will come in. And we even go up to the Death card, and that Death card is all about a transformation. So, you following your heart, your bliss, your inspiration is going to lead to a positive change. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Magician. Yes, you are. I mean, it's clear to me that you are manifesting something in your life. Again, whatever the moon thing is here, probably a dream. It's funny that he's pointing over to the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is coming up in the area of the good stuff. The Ten of Wands would also say that you are much closer than you think. So I really feel this reading itself is kind of saying that you are much, much closer to the end of your journey than you realize, or towards, much closer to accomplishing something than you realize. So you have to keep on, keep going, keep moving. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Moonlight card. It says Enchanted on it. You have this Out of Bounds Moon. It says Boundaries on it. So again, you have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands would say that, not really a love reading. I think this reading is all about you here, Aquarius. This is definitely one of those readings where I feel like it's just talking about you, and that's pretty much it, right? But again, that doesn't mean that love won't show up this month, for example. And so, but even with just people in general, I think with the Seven of Wands is drawing a line in the sand. It is saying, this is what I'm willing to accept in my life, and nothing below this point can enter into my life. So it would be a good time for you to set boundaries with, pretty much everyone. You have the Death card, the King of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. It's like your things, here's the funny thing as well that I'm getting. It's like things are going to turn out much different than you think in your life, right? Which is true for everyone. But, it's like I think you have some dreams, or you have some things that you think you want, but it's like what you're actually working towards is much better than what you think, right? And so I kind of feel like the Death card is encouraging you to be flexible, and in how you accomplish things. I think it's encouraging flexibility in what you accept into your life. It's like sometimes I think we want something, but then when we get it, it really isn't as good as we thought. We created this fantasy around it. Now what I will say is, again, I think you're about to manifest something really big because of these two cards right here. It's like you're about to get whatever this moon is, here. And it's going to be much easier to accomplish than you think. But I do feel there are some changes that will have to be made for you to get what you want. You have the King of Wands. This is probably the change that needs to be made. King of Wands is very bold, very assertive. He really goes for what he wants, and he really tries to manifest it. So whatever you're trying to create or manifest or have in your life, I feel that King of Wands is saying that you embracing, confidence and being very bold and confident is going to be the thing that gets you everything you desire. But you're going to have to, be bold, be assertive, be confident, and really go for it. And I'm pretty sure I've said this to you in the last weekend's readings as well. I just get this feeling of you embracing a more fiery energy, and I think that will be very helpful for you. You have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is about carrying a heavy burden. And so the Ten of Wands says it's time to release your burdens. It's time to let go of the burdens that you've been experiencing. But, the good news is that the Ten of Wands is showing up in the good stuff. He is very close to reaching his goal. He's got this home in the background here. And, the story of the Ten of Wands is that he planted those 10 wands, and they are his harvest. So he is about to have a harvest. And again, he's much closer than he thinks. He can't even see how close he is because those wands are in front of his face. So again, I think you are very close to having something you want and desire. Could be anything. But, again, you need to keep pushing. Boom. You can't make this up. Didn't I say a second ago that I'm surprised the Chariot hasn't come up? I'm pretty sure that I just said that. So there you go. There's your Chariot. Chariot says where there's a will, there's a way. Doesn't matter if you have the resources. Doesn't matter if you have the time, the people, the places, the things. If there is something you want, this reading is saying you really need to go for it because you're much closer than you think. With the King of Wands, you have the Page of Cups. Yeah, it could be love coming in for you. Could be attracting a fire. Fire and earth really stand out to me. General reading, it could be whatever sign you want. I don't care. I don't care if you don't want to date a fire sign. I don't care if you don't want to date an earth sign, right? It's whatever you want. So, just go out there and find a good person. That's all that matters. And by the way, sun sign compatibility is BS. I've had the same 2 people for 8 years, or 10 years now on YouTube leaving the same comment. I'll never date a Leo. I'll never date an Aquarius. Why do you think you've been single for 10 years, right? The love of your life is probably a Leo, but you're too stubborn to see that. So, boom, right? Called out. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Empress. So, boom. And there's another boom for you. Definitely could be attracting a divine counterpart into your life. So if you're looking for love, the Emperor and the Empress could be a divine counterpart coming in for you. Could be much closer than you think. You have this Scales card. It says, keep your life in balance. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of boring to me because every single person pretty much gets the Two of Pentacles or this card or something similar. So the universe clearly wants us to keep things in balance and wants us to not only work and not only play. I think the universe wants us to balance things out. You have this throne card. It says position of authority. I am pretty sure that you get cards like this with me a lot. I am pretty sure I've said to you before that it seems to me like some of you Aquarius people like want to become an authority figure, and I literally feel like you could be. You have the Emperor and the Empress. Even those two cards together could represent you balancing out your masculine and your feminine energies so that you can be seen as an authority. So if you have like a career, a business, if you work online or something like that, I think some of you could be working towards becoming an authority. You have this wishbone card. It says, a wish granted. There you go. The moon. Whatever this moon thing is over here, there you go. You have this jug. It says, lighthearted, carefree time. Yeah, it seems to be like a very playful month, I will say. I've only done, like 8 readings so far for September, or 7. I don't know. I can't count, right? I failed math my whole entire life. So whatever. I've done 7 or 8 of these readings, and pretty much everyone has been getting something about how it's like a lighthearted month. But buckle up is what I'm going to say. You have the sunrise card. It says, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Yes, you are probably much closer to a fresh start than you realize, and I think it's going to make you happy. So there you go. Thank you for being here, Aquarius. Looks amazing. Definitely enjoy your month.